Welcome to 5 Minute Fridays. I'm Pastor Jonathan, and on 5 Minute Fridays, we're going to take one question every week and we're going to answer it in a little bit of a profound way. So, first question is, how do you get your question on 5 Minute Friday? Every Wednesday on my Instagram, that's at Pastor John Vazquez, I take questions from everyone on my social media. Anything that you want to ask is free game. You can ask about the Bible, you can ask about my life, you can ask about ministry, you can ask about school, you can ask about anything. And from those questions, I will take one question every week and I'm going to open it up and talk about that topic a little more profound while still trying to keep the video under 5 minutes. I'm going to do the best I can. I promise. So let's get right into this week's question, being that I already wasted a minute. What advice can you give to Christian teens who like each other? So I have 3 pieces of advice for you as a Christian teen who like each other. Question number 1, or point number 1, sorry, not question, point number 1. Go slow. I know as humans, teenagers especially, we like to do everything fast. That's why we invented microwaves, because we want everything quickly. But when it comes to relationships, you have to take your time. You can't rush into things. And what I mean by go slow is enjoy the process. Enjoy getting to know each other. Take the time. Don't try to rush into being boyfriend and girlfriend. Don't try to rush into kissing and all the other stuff. Just take your time and get to know the person. Ask the questions. Talk about everything you can. Go hang out. Find out what things you like to do. One of my favorite games to play with my wife when we were dating was 21 Questions. And it was because we lived on opposite sides of the coast. And so we needed desperately to talk to each other to be able to understand each other. So talk to each other. Get to know each other. Take time. There's no rush to this. You don't need to get married tomorrow. So just go slow, please. Number 2, avoid emotions as long as possible. Now, obviously, you've already told me you liked each other. So obviously, there's some emotion there. But emotion is the death to relationship. And I know that sounds crazy because you want love and you want passion and you want all of these things in your relationship. And that's great. But emotions will kill your relationship if you're not careful. The sooner emotions come into your relationship, the harder it is to pull out if you're not ready. And so you have to try to avoid the emotions as long as you can. What do I mean by this? If you started talking to someone yesterday, don't tell them I love you today. You don't love them today. Like, keep those moments for later on. Try to keep the words I love you, I like you, I'm invested in you. Those type of things, try to keep those to yourself. Stop calling people by nicknames like babe or honey or sweetie. Like, don't use those until you absolutely have to, because all those kind of things create an emotional bond. And once that emotional bond is created, then it's hard to take that bond away. And this is why we have people with broken hearts after a 2-day relationship. Because unfortunately, they started saying I love you a month before they were even in the relationship. So try to keep your emotions out of it. Believe me, you'll be much more happy when you invest your emotions into someone that you know is the right person than if you take those emotions and invest them in the wrong place. So 2, avoid emotions as long as possible. Number 3, and most importantly, wait for confirmation. And for those of us who are Christian, obviously, I mean wait for confirmation in God. But I think these tips apply to any relationship. So if you're not Christian, you should still wait for some kind of confirmation. Like, once you know the person is the right one, then take the steps forward. We jump into relationships because of attraction, because of things that we like, because of all these different kind of things. And unfortunately, when it's time to invest ourselves, we've already done that. So wait for confirmation, wait till you know they're the right person, and then take the step forward. Don't get into a relationship and then say, oh, I thought they were the right one. No. By the time you're in the relationship, you should know already if they're the right one. So take your time, wait for the confirmation, and then take the step in. So these are my 3 tips. Obviously, if you want more, you can always reach me and my social media. You can find me on Instagram at Pastor John Vazquez or on Facebook as Jonathan Vazquez. You can find me also through my phone number. You can text me. That number is 619-508-9973. And obviously, I would love to connect with you and help you out further. I hope 5 Minute Friday has been a blessing to you. Hopefully, you've been blessed by this question and the answer. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.